Let's turn back to Apple. The company is expected to unveil its newest iPhones, watches, AirPods, a lot of different things today, as well as the latest in Apple intelligence. Joining us now to discuss is Evercore ISI's Amit Daryanani. He has a $250 price target, and as you'd expect, a buy rating as well. What do they have to do today, Amit, for you and other investors to be happy?
I think details on the Apple Intelligence rollout, both in terms of the feature set, the Siri 2.0, if you may, does that come out in September or later? And then what's the scope of the geographic rollout of Apple Intelligence? I think are two things people are going to focus on, and those are the two ingredients, I would say, that will decide if this is going to be a super cycle in the next 12 months, or it's going to be potentially a bit more of a longer cycle. But those two things are, I think, what folks will focus on.
And what are your expectations? Do you think they're going to be successful? Earlier we were hearing from our own Steve Kovac in terms of at least presenting the use case when it comes to AI, given how early it would seem to be in terms of consumers actually using it for something they don't already have access to via their own apps.
Yeah, listen, I think the hardware upgrades on all these phones are going to be fairly standard, right? The big differential is going to be this Apple Intelligence features. Our take would be the basic features they'll come up with, like summarizing your text messages, prioritizing your tasks and all that. I don't think that's going to be enough to trigger a big iPhone cycle. So what you do need is a Siri 2.0 to come out. Apple has called the event glow time to really get folks excited about buying the next iPhone. Our sense, this might be a bit more of a longer cycle. So the way we kind of think about this is, it's unlikely a super cycle, but it may just be a super long cycle for Apple where you have multiple years of mid-single-digit unit growth. You also want to pay attention to when do these features and Apple Intelligence gets rolled out in China and Europe, because you do need a broad rollout for this to work. But our gut, this is going to be multiple years of upgrades rather than one big upgrade that we've seen in historical super cycles.
So maybe not a super cycle, but so then what does the old replacement cycle look like? How many people are there out there like me who have an old iPhone but are dealing with it losing its battery charge by 10 a.m. and waiting for something new technology like this AI to come, even if it's not necessarily transformational?
Yeah, listen, two very simple reasons why people buy the iPhone 70% of the time is their battery life starts to degrade dramatically, or there's a form factor change. Those are typically the two things that people will gravitate towards, right? What I would say is I do think from that aspect, if you have an iPhone 14 or 13, for example, there's probably enough in this for you to go out and buy a new iPhone. If you have the last year's 15s, then maybe there's not enough for you to go out and upgrade. So I do think if you look at the iPhone replacement cycle, it's hovering around 42 months. The most popular iPhone in most people's hands is the iPhone 12 or 13 right now. So, you could have a very logical upgrade cycle that would come out of this anyway. The debate might just be, are you going to be inclined to waiting for all these features to come out so it's worth your time to buy the iPhone 16? Or do you sit and say, you know what, I'll save a couple $100 and buy the iPhone 15 Pros because they're good enough and I don't need to shell out the extra $200 for the 16s?
Yeah, that is a key question. I know which way I'm going.